Hello, I'm Andy, and I'm going to read to you a program called Your Health in 2020. And this is especially for you coming from Scorpio. Now, first, let me show you my email address. And this is to let you know that I have a 90-minute session. And during this 90 minutes, it will cost you USD 50 to know your next 8 or 9 years. And based on that information of your date of birth and time of birth and looking at your palms, I'll be also able to show you how to connect yourself with that powerful super energy that you have within you. I have it, everybody else has it. The trick is how to connect to it. And I will show you how to formulate your own personal lucky lottery numbers. Among other things, all your lucky colors and lucky gemstones and lucky days and lucky directions. Now, regarding your health in 2020 for you, firstly, the good news is that the calendar year 2020 is in your favor. So you've got 40% bonus already. And so your health issues are protected up to that level. But now it depends what age you are going to be in 2020. That's what I don't know. And what time you are born, I don't know in the world. And also, I've not looked at your palms. So we will give it a general reading of health now. So I'm going to identify areas in you which I feel that the planets of 2020, while they are helpful, they won't be able to defend you enough, depending on what age you are, of course. Firstly, if you're a lady listening to me, then I worry about the ovaries, the womb, and the breasts. Look out for indications. What I'm doing is to make you aware of these areas which can go bad in 2020. So your ovaries, womb, and breasts, look out for that. Next, if you're a man listening to me, then tell yourself to go blood test your prostate gland. And for both men and women, you have to be careful that your bowels and your bladder are mentioned as possibility of having problems in 2020. Because although the calendar year may be strong, yet depends on the age, things will be attacking each other. There's always a rivalry among planets. And so watch out, test your bladder, test your bowels as well. In fact, the horoscope says for Capricorn, you very easily can have a gastric stomach. So you have to eat on time, definitely. And a gastric stomach means you have to see a stomach specialist. And I would also include the large intestine, the colon, to be checked. So if you are going to see a doctor, three areas about your digestion, the bowels, the stomach, and the colon should be checked. Now I'm going to talk about level of blood sugar, which means the danger of becoming a diabetic. Well, the planets in 2024, many of them are, sorry, in 2020, are very, very rebellious. And these planets of 2020 are very fast moving. So I want you to blood test your pancreas. Your pancreas is a gland which manufactures insulin. And we believe in astrology that if one gland has a problem, all your glands will have problem. So firstly, if you're a lady, ovaries, if you're a man, the prostate, now check out the pancreas because it's a gland. And your third gland would be the thyroid, which I want you to check out as well. So do a blood test, and that's all you need to do for time being. Now from Scorpio that you are, I will have to worry about your allergies. So there will be some of you from Scorpio who will have allergies. It all depends on the date you are born in the period of Scorpio. So this is a general reading, so I'll have to cover everybody. And so you may have allergies like sinusitis, like skin, like allergies to from your food. And for you, it is definitely coming from the sea. You're coming from Scorpio. So see what kind of seafood you have to be careful about in 2020. And your other allergies can go to your eyes and make them very dry. And so look into these allergies. They will come and go a bit more in 2020 because the rival planets to 2020 will become more active. I will also ask you to be careful of your blood pressure. It may be on the rise very quickly. Some of you, depending on what day you are born in the period of Scorpio, some of you will have low blood pressure. Some of you will have high blood pressure. And so you have to find out during 2020, perhaps every 2 months, go and do a blood pressure check to see where you're going. I will also worry about your spine. And your spinal area, I'll worry the most about your neck area, where the cervical vertebrae and their compressing, getting closer and closer to each other. And so they are pinching the nerves that are actually from the neck, making the neck weak itself because their nerves are being pinched. And these nerves come down to your shoulders, your arms, your hands, and your fingertips. And all that will become weaker and weaker and weaker. So work on that as well. And now I will go to your lower spine because some of you born in Scorpio will have both the neck and the lower spine. So your lower spine are the sciatic nerves. And if they are being pinched, then the trouble will be that your hips and your legs up to your feet will get weaker. So go and see a neurologist and have that checked out for yourself. So you see, I'm trying to cover as much as I can. And now I will talk to you about your lungs. Well, you're born with very powerful, strong lungs, no problem with that. But because there will be rivalry among planets in 2020, I would say if your coughs and colds don't stop, go and see a doctor and tell yourself if you're smoking to smoke less. And don't put ice in your drinks anymore because the ice will freeze the lungs. So try to protect your lungs wherever you can. And these are the problems which I find, basically. One last thing is you may have a danger of appendicitis. So if you have a pain on your right-hand side, lower abdomen, then tell yourself that's where the appendix is. All you need is to go to a doctor or hospital, they'll ultrasound to see if your appendix is swollen. So these are the areas. So you see, every day in Scorpio is a different day. In fact, every few hours in Scorpio are a different hour. So all these health issues are very much different. Scorpio people will face many different types of illnesses. So what I've done is a regular overall check for you, keeping in mind that the planets who control and rule 2020, although they are to your favor, yet they will have rivalry, yet will have conflict from other planets. So coming back to this 90-minute session, which will cost you USD $50 to know your next 8 or 9 years in all areas of your life. And I will also talk to you in this 90-minute period about especially the most important, to be able to connect to that power base in you. People who are so famous and do so well in life, who are super, super rich, very much people who are inventive, they don't do it themselves because the human hasn't got the limit to do all that. It's the connection to that inner force in you that will help you to superpass all the normal norms that we are used to and become a very special person. Well, send me that email if you're interested, and let's have this 90-minute session. And you'll get a lot of information in this 90 minutes just for USD $50. Until we meet, thank you and goodbye.